Story time on how a boy tried to fight me and my friend over a lunch table. So we in the beginning of 7th grade, right? And we did not have free seating at other tables. We had to sit with our fourth period. So I was like away from all my friends and like everybody kind of had a person to be with their fourth period, but I didn't. So like for those like 2 days, I was alone. My friend, I'm gonna call her Water. She snuck into my table and she basically stayed there for like 1 or 2 weeks until we had free seating. And before the 1 or 2 weeks, we were basically like going outside with all our friends talking about some who's coming to the table and who's not. Because in 6th grade, we had too many people coming to our table and it was just full. And we were basically like, okay, so these people are not coming to the table because last year it was too full and we're not even cool with them anymore. So the table number was table 19. And when our free seating came, we were so excited to like go to table 19. So like 2 weeks later, after like school started, they said we could have free seating and we all basically kind of like rushed to table 19. I'ma call this person Stupid Idiot. So we saw all of Stupid Idiot's friends, but back then we were cool with him. So we basically told him to like please move them and things. Like we told him so nicely to like, can you like get them to arise and shine away from my table. But that same day, the principal was like, oh, you guys at least have to stay in a seat for 1 week. And we were like, hell no. And we, like, the next day, this girl, I'm gonna name her Bum. So the next day, Bum had saved, like, the whole table for us. Like, she was the first one there. And so we all just, like, happily sat at the table. Yay, we got the table back. And so we all thought that everything was good. But the next day, my friend sat at the table first, but then Stupid Idiot's friend still came to the table when she was there first, acting like she wasn't even there. So we basically had like the end half of the table and they had the first half of the table. So my friends was mad as hell and they was basically cussing them out and stuff. Water was the maddest out of all of us, and she even said she was about to spaz, bruh. Stupid Idiot's friends was basically arguing, and then Water was arguing back. We were arguing back. They were arguing. They were arguing. They were arguing. The principal, the counselor, and the security guards came to our table, and then they basically moved the Stupid Idiot's friends to another table, and then the principal said that we had the rest of the week until table 19 wasn't even a thing anymore, and that the Stupid Idiot's friends could stay at the table. And that table was actually a memory. That's why we wanted it so bad. And we had the table first in 6th grade, and everybody was just going back to the tables that they were in 6th grade. So I don't even know why they moved. So the next day, Water didn't come to school. And then Bum had FaceTime me and Water, and she had turned the phone to Stupid Idiot. And I was like, okay, so what has been said between you and your friends? Because they speak Spanish and we basically don't know what they're saying, but we kind of do know what they were saying because they were talking a lot of crazy. So I was like on the call, what had been said, and I was basically telling Water what happened. So I was basically yelling at Stupid Idiot to say what he was saying in Spanish, and he did not want to say it. And then he said, if y'all want to fight, y'all can come slide. And I was like, you come slide, because I don't live anywhere near them, and I'm not going to waste my time going to where they live, to come and fight. Hell no. Mind you, all this because of a freaking lunch table. Like, you guys got that. Y'all got it. So I was like, come slide, and Water was like, come slide, come slide. So me and Water was basically saying that he should come to our place to frickin' fight if he would have fight that bad. So he didn't want to say what he was saying, like all that crazy he was talking with his stupid friends, right? So we just basically started insulting him on the call until he said something. Then I was like, I'm done. Are you done? And he said yes. He hadn't even said nothing. That's a goddamn lie, because I heard my name in his mouth and other people's name in his mouth that was in our table. And we also had Hispanic people at our table too. So we literally had translators, and they were basically saying what they were saying at their part of the table. They were translating it to us. He had no excuse. He literally got caught talking crazy. So I didn't even know why he didn't want to say it at that point. So after we were done insulting him, me and Water basically left the call, and like we were like, okay, let's see tomorrow. Let's see what happens at school tomorrow then. So the next day, he's basically talking crazy about us again. I hear them in gym talking about it again with this stupid little short ugly friend. And of course, the best translators in the freaking school, um they were translating it to me, okay? They were saying that they wanted to fight me and they wanted to fight water, and they were saying all of that in Spanish. So, and mind you, bruh, I'm a girl. This stupid idiot is a boy. So, I'm not saying I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight him. Oh, yes, the hell I can. But why you doing too much over a lunch table? So he's basically dragging it, and then we're like, he's not. He's just talking a lot. He's just talking a lot, and he's not even gonna like throw a first punch. He's not gonna do nothing. He's not gonna fight. So we basically just tell the counselor because he's really dragging it, and I think that's kind of harassment type things. So the counselor talks to his stupid eye, and then I don't hear it ever again, and we're still opping, and he's still trying to talk crazy.